That's right guys, we finally got the Quantum Flux R race truck here. So we'll check out what we get in the box, check out all the specs. So as always, you will get a start guide or instruction book, how to charge your batteries, trimming, tuning and calibration. So this here is actually like a maintenance guide. So it kind of specifies what you should do after every pack, every 10 packs and every 20 packs. So chassis maintenance, wheel maintenance and radio maintenance. I think that is every pack possibly. Transmission, spur gear and suspension maintenance or shock maintenance after every 10 packs, and then motor and pinion and transmission maintenance differentials after every 20 packs. It isn't an extremely detailed maintenance guide, but it is very handy. If you follow something very similar to this, you should have quite a healthy car all the time. Full parts list, and then you have a full exploded view of the whole setup, the whole build. The usual HPI scan in or .com registration card, an antenna tube, a V8 style hood blower or scoop. Not a bad looking controller. It's the MTX 244, obviously by Maverick or HPI. Up the top here you have channel 1, channel 2, channel 2 EPA, so you got high and low. I'm not sure what these channels are at the moment. I'll have to have a look at the instruction book again. You got the bind button there, you got steering dual rate, you got channel 1 trim and channel 2 trim. You got your steering, you got your throttle and reverse, and that takes 4 AA's. So there's no mention of a channel 1 or channel 2 in the instruction book, so I'm gonna have to work it out once I turn the car on. So to the car itself, first impressions, it looks amazing. It does look very square. It kind of looks even more so than the online pictures, but that's not a problem. To the little details and stuff on the front, the turbo and the intercooler and stuff, that looks awesome. But personally, I would actually prefer the V8 style blower scoop. It just looks like a muscle car or muscle truck to me. So I'll see how we go. I'll leave them on for the first run, test run, but I probably will be changing to the V8 style pretty quickly. Very nice looking Vortex treads wheels, belted apparently, so that'll be interesting to test out. You got this infraction style roll cage on the back here. It is extremely soft, extremely flimsy. Oh, the body itself is actually quite... Oh no, that might be the body posts. Actually a lot of movement in there. Well, I'll check it all out once I get the shell off. But yeah, first impressions, it does look very nice. I really like the embossed Quantum at the back here. Looks awesome. Alright, so we better take the shell off and have a look at the setup inside. Alright, before I go over all the parts, I want to just mention the motor heatsink wasn't actually on the motor. It was kind of just sitting there in place like that. So I'm going to get that out of the way. At least we can have a good look at all the parts. So as you can see, it's a 3674 2250 kV 4S motor running either an 18 or 16 tooth steel pinion gear. The spur or center gear is actually plastic, but being mod 1, they're quite large gears, so it should last a little while. You've got a 120 amp Maverick speed control in there, 4S capable. There's the receiver box, waterproof receiver box, the antenna hanging out the top there. 15 kilo Metal Gear Maverick servo, which feels extremely smooth. There's no slop or anything in there, so yeah, that should be a very, very good servo. The battery tray is quite small. I'm not sure whether my 4-cell batteries will actually fit in there. I'm gonna have to check, but we'll get to that later. It does run Deans. I'm gonna change them. The first run I'll run an adapter with my 5.5mm gold connectors on them, The chassis design itself is very nice. I love these modular tub style chassis. They're very, very strong. You got two plastic center braces, which I may change depending on how strong it all seems, you know, once I actually drive the car. The center brace here is plastic, as well as the top piece, but the motor mount is obviously aluminium, so yeah, as long as that stays in place, it should be good. Plastic shock towers. As you can see, the front and rear hubs or carriers are actually the dual pillow bowl style. I'm not sure about on the rear. I've never actually owned any cars with the rear pillow balls. The front, I love the design. I think 1/10 cars should actually adopt this style of steering. Got a big chunky piece of foam at the front to take all the hard impacts when you roll the car or flip the car or bash it into a gutter, which I do not plan to do. According to Maverick, they have included the heavy duty or new heavy duty gears for all the differentials, so hopefully they last a long time. They do feel very nice and smooth. The front drive shafts are steel and CVD. Do have steel drive shafts and wheel axles, just dog bones at the rear. Rear splitter with a big giant hole in it for some reason. I assume it's a handle, but that's not really ideal for a splitter. Might have to cover that up. The body posts are very flimsy. I might have to get some aluminium body posts for this, and maybe put a piece of carbon fiber across here if the rear's too flimsy. And there's a quick look at the chassis. As you can see, it's a very nice design. You can see the modular system at the bottom here as well. One thing I'm not a fan of when it comes to RC cars is not having droop screws. It is quite a high stance car, and I wouldn't mind actually trying to lower this car a little bit, which means I'm going to have to get different suspension, or yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it with droop screws. So yeah, I don't really like that. We'll see how it goes without any changes, stock standard, see how it goes. But I wouldn't mind being able to lower it if I could in the future, you know, get it going as a speed car or something. But yeah, for the meantime, I'll just bash it around and see how it goes. Alright guys, I know that was probably not one of the best unboxing videos you've ever seen. I do forget a lot of stuff. I probably missed a whole bunch of specs or details about the car. So yeah, I apologize for that. I'm still kind of working out how to do all these unboxings properly without skipping over my words and stuff like that. But for now, I mean, at least you know what the car's sort of looking like, what to expect. So yeah, I'll do a bit of a recap in my actual bash video, so if I forgot anything and somehow mention it in my intro in the bash video, at least you'll get the information then. But that's gonna have to be it. Again guys, I apologize a lot. Should have been a much more detailed review or unboxing. But alright guys, cheers, catch you in the next video. Look forward to the bash and stay safe.